Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Janakalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Manojabam Marutatulyabekam Jitendriyam buddhimatam varistam Vatatmajam vanarayuta mukhyam Shri Ramadutam sirasa namami Santoshini Jaganmata Mama Saubhagyavriddhaye Namaskaromi Bhaktya Tvam Prasanna Varada Bhava Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kridau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Om Namah Pranavarthaya Shuddha Jnanaikamuttaye Nirmalaya Prashandaya Dakshinamuktaye Namaha Satchitanandarupaya Vishwotpattyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha Neelambujasyamalako Sita Samaropita Vamabhagam Panau Mahasayaka Charuchapam Namami Ramam Rekhuvam Shanatam. So last time we stopped where Vidurji took Dhritarashtra and Gandhari away from the palace, and next day morning Yudhishthira came and saw the old Dhritarashtra and Gandhari missing. He was very sad. At that time, Narada appeared there and informed him, don't worry, they have gone to the right place. They are with Vidurji, spending their time in spiritual practices, and 5 days' time they will give up their body and attain mukti. Listening to that, Dhritarashtra, Yudhishthira was happy and sad both that they left the kingdom, and also Yudhishthira looked upon Dhritarashtra as his own father. So he felt sad, but at the same time happy to know that they are attaining Satgati. That is where we stopped last time. Now we have to see the Skanda 1, 14th chapter. I hope you all remember the story because there's a lot of gap.
Yes, Swamiji.
Yudhishthira sent Arjuna to Dwaraka to find out the doing of Lord Krishna. Even after so many months, Arjuna was not coming back. So Yudhishthira was concerned. One day he started speaking to Bhima. So Yudhishthira uvacha sampreshito dwarakayam jishnur didrikshaya jnatum cha punyashlokasya krishnasya cha vicheshtitam yatha saptadhuna masa bhimasena tavanuja nayadikasya vahetor naham vededa manjasam. We have sent Arjuna to Dwaraka to give him an opportunity to renew his friendship with his numerous associates there, as also to get us all information about the doing of the most holy one, Sri Krishna. O Bhivasena, it is now 7 months since your brother Arjuna has gone. I do not know why he has not yet returned. Is it that the time indicated by sage Narada has already come? The time when the all-powerful Lord desired to lay aside his body, assumed for his sportive manifestation. I experience a frequent trembling of my left thigh, eye and hand. I experience palpitation of the heart also. This portent misfortune about to overtake me very soon. Now, as he was talking like this to Bhimasena, Arjuna returned, looking very miserable. So Yudhishthira asked, 23rd, 24, yeah. Iti chindayastasya drishtarishthena chedasa rajya pratyagamat brahman yudurpurya kapidvajaha tam padayor nipaditam ayatha purvamaduram ato vadanam advidun sujandam nayananjayo. As he was thinking like this, Arjuna came back from the city of Yadus. He fell at the feet of King Yudhishthira. Now he was grief-stricken, weeping, and all his charm and beauty has faded from his face. Seeing the brother's condition, Yudhishthira spoke to Arjuna. He asked, Arjuna, Kachit anartapuryam na swajana sugamasate madhubojadacharharha satvadandaka Churo madamah kachit sustyaste vadhamarisha padulassanujakkachit kushalyat akadundubihi. He started asking, in Dwarka, All our allies, the Yadavas, consisting of the clans of Madhus, Bhojas, Darshahas, Sattvadas, Andhakas, and Vrishnis, are they living happily? And he started inquiring about each and everyone. Oh, the 39th verse he says, "Oh dear one, कच्चित्तेनामयं तात भ्रष्टतेजा विभासि मे अलप्तमानो वज्ञातः किं वा तात चिरोषितः." Oh dear one, are you not yourself doing well? How is it that I find you bereft of your usual brightness and self-confidence? Is it because such a long stay in Dwarka led to any coolness in their cordiality to you or to any positive insult? Or have you been slashed by anybody with words that are unkind or rude? Or have you met with disappointment in granting favors to your dependents? Or have you, who are accustomed to afford protection to refugees, failed to protect a Brahmana, a child, a cow, an old man, a sick man, or any other kind of person? Or did you happen to take food without feeding old man, children, and others? I understand you are missing your friend Krishna. That may be the reason that you are feeling miserable. Now, in this way, questioning Arjuna, now Arjuna starts speaking. This is the 15th chapter. Vanchitoham Vanchitoham Maharaja Harina Bandhurubina Yena me pahritam tejo Deva Vismapanam Mahat. Arjuna said, "O great king, I have been betrayed by Hari. Vanchitoham Maharajan Harina Bandhurupina." That Hari whom I took to be a friend, he has deprived me of my prowess, which was once the wonder of even to the Devas. Yasya kshana viyogena logo hyapriyadarshanaha uktena rahito hyesha mritaka prochyate yatha. Just as the body, be it of a dear and near one, become an object of repulsion when life is out of it. So this world is a very unpleasant place for me when it is even for a moment without the presence of the Lord. Therefore, yat samsayat rupatageha mupagadanam Ratnyam swayam varamukhe smaradurmadanam tejo hridam kalu maya bihatascha matsyaha sajjikrutena dhanushadhikata cha Krishna. Now he is remembering all those incidents that happened in his life. All of them. The first one he remembers, it was Due to His grace alone, I could easily overcome the prowess of many a king who had assembled under the influence of passionate love at the assembly for the bridal's choice, that is Swayamvara, held in Draupadi's court. I could strike accurately with the bow the target of the mechanically moving fish and secure Draupadi as bride. That also it was His grace. Yatsannidhavahubu khandavamagnayeda indram cha samaranaganam tarasa vichitya labdva sabhavayakridam budashilpamaya digbhombaran nrpatayo balimatvarete. It was because of His blessing I was able to help Agni Devata and burning this Khandavana and helping Agni to quench his thirst and hunger. And as a result, I got this Gandhiva and also befriended Maya, and whose help alone we could build this Indraprastha, and where you performed Rajasuyajna. And also whose grace alone Bhimasena, the mighty, powerful 10,000 elephants strong Bhimasena, could destroy, kill Jarasandha, who imprisoned many kings. And after releasing those kings alone, you could conduct this Rajasuyajna. And again, Vandhyastavadhimakklupta Mahabhisheka Slagishta Charukabaram Kitavai Sabhayam Sprishtam Vikirya Padayo Patidashrumukhya Yastat Yogadhatesha Vimuktakesha. It was by His favor alone all the Kaurava ladies became widow in the great Mahabharata war. Those villains who had in the open court dragged Draupadi by her hair and who was wailing, that queen which has been sanctified by the holy waters at the Rajasuya sacrifice. And afterwards we were sent to the forest, and Duryodhana there also he didn't leave us. He sent Durvasa to curse us. There also you came and protected us from the curse of Durvasa. Then you sent me to forest to do tapas to Bhagavan Shiva. And only through your grace alone I could acquire Pashupadastra from Bhagavan Shiva. Not only that, afterwards Indra himself sought help from me. And I was able to help him to destroy the Asuras who were a threat to Indra himself. And it was only with His grace I could win over Kauravas. One day's fight in the Virat Raj. It was He who, and that Bhagavan, I made him my charioteer. Not only that, he protected me, and with his look, he has killed all the opposite armies. And that Lord, I made him my charioteer, who not only that took care of my chariot, even my horses he attended to. Like Prahlada, he protected me from all miseries. When all the rishis who meditate upon that Lord for gaining moksha, what did I do? I have given him the meanest job. And Shayyasanadana Vikandana Bhojanadi Ikshvadayasyartavadini Vipralabdaha Sakyus Sakeva Pritavatanayasya Sarvam Sehe Mahan Mahidaya Kumate Rakamme. In the course of our close friendship, maybe while resting, relaxing, eating, or joking, whatever sarcastic or insinuating remarks I used to make, he bore with patience and magnanimity as a friend would do with friend and a father would do with his son. Now, O my great king, Soham Nripendra Sahita Purushottamena Sakya Priyena Sukrda Hridayena Shunyaha Advanrukrama Parigraham Angarakshan Gau Paurasatbhira Balena Vinirchitosmi. Now that my heart is spiritless and weak because of the absence of that great one, I have met with defeat even at the hands of a few wretched tribesmen on the high road as I was guarding the evacuation of Krishna's family from Dwarka. The same bow, the same arrows, the same chariot, the same occupant, that is me. These are present now as they existed before. When even all royalties bowed their heads in submission, but alas, lacking the presence of the Lord behind this, all of them have been reduced to utter futility, like sacrificial offering made in ashes. O King, all those about whom you have made kind enquiry are no longer in the land of the living, owing to the curse of holy men whom they insulted. They lost their sanity of mind, drinking inordinate quantities of liquor and forgetting even the identities of one another. They fought themselves to death in a drunken state. Only 4 or 5 of those friends of ours are surviving. It seems it was ordained by the Lord. It was his wish. In order to lighten the burden of the earth, the Lord used the powerful Yadus to destroy other powerful clans and finally made the Yadus destroy themselves by mutual conflict. My mind is seeking refuge in remembering again and again the instruction of Krishna, that is Bhagavad Gita, always suited to the time and place and giving relief to the troubled mind of man. Sutiji says, Devam chintayato jishno Krishna pada saroruham sauharde nadigadena shantasit vimalamadihi. Sutaji says, the mind of Arjuna, which was merged in Krishna under the powerful sentiment of deep friendship, became pure and got settled in calmness. Vasudevangrat chanudyana paribramhitarahamsa bhaktya narmatidashesha kashayati shanorjunaha. By the power of devotion now intensified by continuous thought of the Lord, Arjuna's understanding was freed from all impurities, and he once again recovered the remembrance of that knowledge which the Lord had imparted to him in the battlefield, in which, instructed from manifestation by the force of time, karma, and worldly enjoyment. Now, 32nd. Nishamya Bhagavan Margam Samstam Yadukulasya cha Swapadaya Matim Chakre Nipratatma Yudhishthiraha. Hearing about Krishna's departure from earthly life and the destruction of the clan of the Yadus, Yudhishthira made the firm decision of taking the vow of renunciation. Pratapyanushrutya dhananjayodidam nasham yadunam bhagavatgatim cham bhagavatgatim chatam ekanda bhaktya bhagavatyadokshaje niveshidatmo pararama samsritehe. Kundi Devi, Pratha, the mother of the Pandavas, on hearing Arjuna's report on the destruction of Yadus and the Lord's departure from the world, gave up her earthly body by uniting her spirit with the Supreme Being through one-pointed devotion to Him. Here a beautiful example is given. Yayaharat bhuvo bharam tam tanum vijahavajaha kantakam kantakeneva dvayam chapi shudusamam. A thorn is taken from the body. A thorn is taken from the body with the aid of another thorn. Suppose thorn has gone into your soul, let us say. To remove that, you use another thorn. And when both the thorns are out, then what you do? You throw away both. So also the Lord assumed a body for lightening the burden of the earth. And having done it, he threw away his body also. For the Lord, his body and bodies of others are alike. Yadha bhaktyadirupaani datte jakhyat yadadada bhuparakshapito yena jahotachakalevaram. He embodied himself as a fish and other incarnations and abandoned those bodies, having fulfilled his mission. The same way, he abandoned his body with which he lightened the burden of the earth. But in the midst of these changes, he remained the same, just like an actor who plays several parts without changing his identity. Yadha mukundo bhagavanimam mahim jahosadanva shavaniya satkatah तदाहरेव प्रतिबुद्धचेतसाम् अधर्महेतुः कलिरन्ववर्तत. The very day when the Lord of abounding grace left this earth, that same day Kali, the spirit of evil, which produce and generate tendencies of indiscriminating minds, strengthened with sway on earth. 38th verse. Swarat pautram vinainamatmanas susamam gunai toyanivya patim bhumer apyashinjat gajahvare. The Emperor Yudhishthira now performed the coronation of his grandson Parikshit, noted for his modesty and also possessed of excellences equal to his own, and made him the ruler of the whole land, keeping Hastinapura as his capital. Madhurayam tata vajram surasenapatim tata prajapatyam nirupyeshtim agni nipavatishwaraha. At Madhura, he enthroned Vajra, a grandson of Sri Krishna, as the king of the Surasenas. Then he performed Vedic fire sacrifice in the name of Prajapati, and afterwards he withdrew into himself the three fires, the Ahavaniya and Garhavatya and Dakshinagni, symbolic of having thereafter abandoned the external performance of fire sacrifice equal to sannyasa. Thereafterwards, he abandoned all his luxurious life as a king, abandoning his ego sense and bondage of the world, and renounced the world. Dressed in bark cloth, without food, speechless, with hair disheveled, resembling one senseless, or without casting even a look back, deaf to all sounds, with mind completely absorbed in the thought of Brahman, He started from home in the northern direction along the path of no return, which all the great men in the past had trodden. All other Pandava brothers, seeing the evil influence of Kali, followed the footsteps of their elder brother with firm determination. Eventually, they attained. This particular part is elaborately discussed in Mahabharata, Surgarohana Parva. So here it is very briefly said. They attained mukti, one with Bhagavan. Viduraji of steady understanding, 49th verse. Viduro viparityacha prabhase dehamatmavan Krishna veshena tachitta pitrabhis sukshayam yayau. Vidura of a steady understanding cast off his body at Prabhasa with his mind absorbed in Krishna and attained mukti because Vidura was the decent, he was incarnation of Dharmaraj, the presiding deity of departed spirits. He resumed his original state to perform the duties that the Lord has placed on him. Now Draupadi, what happened to her? Shrunotyalam sustyayanam pavitram. Oh, sorry. Draupadi cha tadajnaya patinam Vasudeve Bhagavate Ekantamatirapatam. Draupadi, finding that her husband had taken to the life of renunciation, centered her mind entirely on Vasudeva and attained mukti. Now, this Palashruti is given. Yat Shraddhayaitat Bhagavat Priyanam Pando Sutanam iti samprayanam Shrunotyalam Sustyayanam Pavitram Labdvaharo Bhaktimupaiti Siddhim. Whoever hears with a devout heart this inspiring account of the great abandonment, renunciation of the sons of Pandu, who are extremely dear to the Lord, will be blessed with devotion to the Lord and eventually attain mukti. With that, that chapter is over, 15th chapter. Now we come to the 16th chapter. Here Sutaji says, Tatap parikshit tujavarya shikshaya mahim mahabhagavatasya shasaha yada hi sutya abhijatako vida samadhishan vipramahat gunastatha. O learned one, even as the expert in reading the future had predicted at his birth, Parikshit, a great devotee of the Lord and a man of many excellences, ruled the kingdom following the advice of his competent ministers. Sa uttarasya tanaya upayema iravatim janame jayadin chadurastasyam utpadayas sutam. He married Airavati, the daughter of his uncle Uttara, and had by her 4 sons, the eldest of whom was Janamejaya. Ajaharashvamedam strin Gangayam Bhuridakshinan Sharadvadam Gurum Kritva Deva Yatrakshigocharaha Nijagrahau Jasavira Kalim Digvijaye Kvachita Nrpalingatharam Shudram Gnandam Gomithunam Pada. With Kripacharya as the leading Kulaguru, he performed 3 Ashwamedha sacrifices on the banks of Gangaji, at which wealth without limit was given in holy charity, and the presence of the Devas invoked was visible even to the naked eye. Once the heroic Parikshit, in the course of his tour of victory, came across the evil one Kali, sporting the insignia of a man of royal caste, but torturing a cow and a bull by kicking at them mercilessly. Seeing that, Parikshit inflicted severe punishment on Kali. At this point, Shaunaka asked this question. Asya hedo nijagraha kalim digdvajaye nrpaha Nradeva vachinna driksudraha koso gam japadahanat tat kathyadam mahabhaga yadi Krishna kadashrayam. Why did Parikshit, in place of killing Kali, inflict only some punishment on him? That Kali, he was really a man of Shudra characteristics, though he was dressed as one of the royal caste. Otherwise, why would he kick and torture a cow? Please explain to us. If it is relating to Bhagavan's story, otherwise, what is the use of other vain talks? They are only a means for killing time. Man's life is short and he must utilize the short time to work for the attainment of mukti. And Sutaji is answering that Yada Parikshit Kurujangale Vasat Kalim Pravishtam Nijakartavartide Nishamya Varta Manati Priyam Tata Sharasanam Samyuga Shaundiradade. The great warrior Parikshit heard the unpleasant news that the evil spirit of Kali had entered the land of Kuru. That was under the protection of his government. He took up arms to confront him. And he saw, and after conquering all over the place, he came to a particular place. There he saw a peculiar scene. Dharma padegena charan vichayam upalabhyagam pritchati smasruvadanam vivatsamiva mataram. Dharma appeared as a bull with a single leg, and the earth as a cow, dispirited and weeping like a mother who has lost her child. Dharma, in the form of a bull, asked Mother Earth, Kachit Padre Namayam Atmanaste Vichayasi Mlayate Shanmukena Alakshaye Bhavati Mandaradhim Dure Bandhum Sojasi Kanchanamba. Dharma bull asked the earth cow, O graceful one, are you not in good health? You look a little faded and your face is without its usual luster. You seem to be grief stricken. Are you grieving for anyone who has gone far away? Or are you sorrowing for me who has been deprived of 3 legs and have now got only one? Or over the evil fate in store for yourself in the future? O Mother Earth, are you grieving for women deprived of the protection of their husbands? Or for the children neglected by parents cruel like cannibals? Or for learning imprisoned in the families of depraved Brahmanas? Again, are you afflicted by the thought of these decadent Kshatriyas who have been polluted by the evil spirit of Kali, who are interested solely in eating, drinking, mating, decorating themselves and other such physical concerns? Or, Mother Earth, are you grief-stricken because of the disappearance of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, who has rid you of a large part of your burden and whose divine deeds confer a type of bliss superior even to that of mukti on those who contemplate upon him? Like this he was asking. And Mother Earth, the form of a cow, answers. Dharanyuvacha Bhavan hi veda tat sarva yanmam dharmanupritchasi chadurvirvartase yena pade lokasukhavahai. O Dharmaraj, you are already aware of the cause of my sorrow. Your 4 legs, bringing happiness to the world, were till now sustained by Sri Krishna. I am sorrowing over the misfortune that has befallen the world by his departure from earthly life. Satyam Shaucham Daya Shanti Tyagas Santosha Arjavam Shamodamastapasamyam Titikshobaradishrutam. I grieve for the world which is in the grip of that evil spirit, Kali, after the demise of Sri Krishna. And after the departure of Sri Krishna, all the auspicious qualities have disappeared, like truth, purity, kindness, patience, generosity, joy, straightforwardness, restraint of mind, restraint of senses, austerity, equanimity, fortitude, scriptural knowledge, dispassion, lordship, courage, prowess, resourcefulness, memory, sense of freedom, She lists a lot of them. Ete chanye cha bhagavan nitya yatra mahagunaha prarthyam mahattvamichatbhir naviyanti sma kakshijit. And I have been now deprived of that great reservoir of everything noble, and in his absence, the influence of Kali is spreading everywhere. I am depressed by the thought of the world at large in this predicament. Tatitriva tasyahamapcha kulishankushakete Srimatpader bhagatah samalangrudangi Srinityarocha upalabhya tato vibhutim Lokan samam visrija dussamayatim tadante. The sacred footprints of that Lord with the mark of lotus, thunderbolt, gourd, and flag used to adorn my body and endow me with the divine grace that excelled everything in the three worlds. Alas, he has abandoned me, was exulting in my privileged position. While Dharma and Mother Earth were thus talking, the Rajarshi Parikshit reached the banks of the east-flowing Saraswati at Kurukshetra. So, bull stands for Dharma. That is why Lord Shiva ride on bull, righteousness. With that, the 16th chapter is over. Now we go to the 17th chapter. And he happened to see the bull and the cow. And next to that, there was a man, dark man standing there and beating up the cow and the bull. He was wearing like a king, but actually his nature is like a low-class man. Sutavacha tatra gomithunam raja anyamanamanadhavate dandahastam cha vishalam drishendrapalanjanam vrisham ranalakavalam mehandamiva bibhyatam vepamanam pateikena Siddhantam Sudratadidam Kam cha dharma duam dinam Brisham Sudrapadagatam Vivatsam Sasruvadanam Shamam Yavasamichatim. There he found the cow and the bull, apparently ownerless, being tortured by a Shudra who had put on the insignia of a man of a royal caste and held a staff in hand. Parikshit saw before him the shocking sight, a milk-white bull urinating in fear and trembling on its single leg, being tortured and belabored by the Shudra on the one hand, and the another, the cow yielder of all qualities of yajna, rendered calfless, eating lean and hungry, being kicked about by the same Shudra. At the sight of Parikshit sitting on the gold-laid chariot, holding his bow well strung, called out in his thunderous voice, Kastam macharane loke belam tasya balan bali naradevo siveshena nadavat karmana dvijaha. In this land protected by me, how dare you persecute weak and helpless people? In dress, you look like a man of royal caste, but in action, you are worse than meanest man. Who are you? That as soon as Lord Krishna, along with heroic Arjuna, has disappeared from earth, you had the atrocity to torture innocent people at such a lonely spot. You are a villain. You deserve to be put to death. And who are you of milk white color, that being deprived of 3 legs are moving about on a single one? Are you a divinity in the guise of a bull? You shall have nothing to fear from this villain. O mother, when I am here to punish the wicked, you need not weep like this. He addressed the cow. Now the answer given by Dharmaraj is very interesting. So Raja said, the prime duty of the king is to administer punishment to those who torture others, except in time of extreme danger, fail to keep to the path of duty ordained for them, and take to prohibited ways. So it is my duty to punish the evil. Tell me, who is this person? Who is punishing you? Who is torturing you? Tell me. Dharma said, Etatva Pandaveyanam Yukamarta Bhayam Vajaha Esham Kaganai Krishno Detyadau Bhagavan Krita Navayam Klesha Vijani Yadasyu Purusharshava Purusham Tavijanimo Vakya Veda Vimohidaha Kechit Vilkalpavasana Ahuratmanamatmanaha Devamanye Param Karma Svabhavamapare Prabhum Apradarkyada Niddeshyat Itikeshvapi Nishchayaha Atranurupam Rajashe Vimarshasva Manishaya. Such words of protection and solace to the oppressed are indeed befitting to the descendant of the Pandavas, for their virtues were so transcendent that the Supreme Lord himself undertook to do such humble service to them, as acting as their messenger and charioteer. O King, we are not really able to apprehend the root cause of all our troubles, for he who is the cause of it is described is absolutely different terms or different schools of thought. Some say, Advaitins say that the maker of one destiny is oneself. Others say it is the planets. Still others say, the Mimamsaka says, it is karma, our own karma. And there are the materialistic Charavaka say it is the nature. And others say it is Ishvara, Supreme Being. O Royal says, please decide with your intellectual prowess which of these is the more acceptable. So it is a rule that if we are suffering because of our own prarabdha karma, but suppose you start blaming somebody for your suffering, then what happens? Your papa will increase. This Dharmaraj knows. That's why he is not blaming anybody. He is presenting the view of different schools of thought. He is not saying that this person is torturing me. This is what we have to learn from this. Okay, we will stop here. Next class we'll complete the first chapter, Prathamaskanda. We'll see afterwards. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om. Next class.